Okay, so this is Li-Juan Navada. He has come to me with, he's been rehomed to me because he's got multiple issues, I believe stemming from his backing. He's a 10-year-old going on 11, gelded recently apparently, and has come with a couple of issues which I can probably identify as that Ramsey, or I must check his name to get it correct, British guy that taught about tying the leg up. So you've got your horse on 3 legs and then you chase him around on 3 legs until he submits. And I think he fell on his leg that was tied up because on the left knee there's injury there, bony growth there. And then I also do believe that they tie the neck down to that leg, and so his head-neck junction is there's something wrong there. We've had the original second owner had Jan Stolz, the equine acupuncture vet in Johannesburg, come out, and he treated him at the top there below his jaw, and that he had a lot of tension. He used to walk with his nose almost ploughing continuously. So there was a lot of issues up top there. The other place where he has problem is a bit further down where they overbend at the C2, C3, and quite sensitive. They're much better now. But when he first came, I couldn't touch him. Then the shoulders or the elbows are stuck out and toed in. That's not his conformation. A lot of people reckon that's conformation issues. It's not. It is posture issues. He's standing like that because of the excessive tension on this leg that was tied up. And then in the same vein, the back here, you'll notice the spine goes straight, and then it dips that way, and then it straightens out again. There is a slight hike on this side of the tuberosacral. That would be a chiropractic issue. This is probably also chiropractic, can be restored, fixed with chiropractic. We just don't know how long it is because the original owners said that they didn't know that he ever got injured, which they may not have because he was out in the herd in the veld. They may not have known about him getting injured. It may not be from his breaking in, as we would call it. I don't call it that, but that's what they would have done. They would have broken him in. Anyway, he came with a bit of an attitude, he would barge you, but it was out of fear. This muscle also slightly, you'll see you move off that. And then, so there's not that many issues. It's just head, neck connection, left shoulder, but also right. Oh, and then the ribs. This is now on the ribs on the other side need to be. There's a couple of them that are out, and probably here as well. Well, probably the one or two of the last ones. But yeah, so this is one of the body work sessions I'm doing on him. Oh boy. I'm using a neck lead because of the issues with his head and neck junction. So I don't want him anything on the head neck here unless it's under a saddle and there's balance. I don't want to lead him on his face, on his head neck. So all my work with him is on a neck rope going around his neck. This one's a bit loose, but you don't even really need one. I do with him because he hasn't quite decided that he trusts humans. Even though he is very, once you've got him under halter, he's very gentle. So sad for me because horses that are gentle of nature, they may be a little bit more fearful. So they would run away and be cautious, and then people treat them harshly. Anyway, shame. Shouldn't say shame. He is, his intermediate owner was very concerned and very loved him very dearly. So she had too many horses. She was scaling down and couldn't sell him in the state he was in. Didn't want to sell him in the state that he was in, but didn't have the means to keep him for another 3 months while I treated him regularly, or the means for space, or financial means to pay for 3 months in-hand work as well as body work. So he gets, from me, he gets a session, I would say, every 4 days. But sometimes I'll do his head and neck. The next time I'll do his back. His head's going lower and lower. Just want this. It hasn't set too hard, so this is definitely from his recent backing. It tied him down, hey? I find those tie downs so dreadfully sad. And people using side reins too tight and all of these shambons, they're beautiful aids, but I mean, people are using that without really understanding what's going on in the horse's body when that stuff gets applied. You know, some horses react to them correctly. He will do overbend, he will do everything because he's just trying so hard to please you. So he will overbend with any kind of aid you put on. He'll just give his nose without giving his body. He thinks that's what we must do. Anyway. Yeah, this is Wendy from Quinn, Horsemanship and Therapy. And this is Li-Juan Navada, who is mine. Wow. You see the jaw sticking out. They'd never bend their heads like that. There's no, the jaw's coming out like that. But anyway, we're going to fix that. Just take time. And a lot of work. My work as well as in hand as well as written. Yeah. Anyway, be blessed. I'm still, I should have said this was still my vlog from recovering my bronchitis. I had the flu in between. And cancelled out my sessions today except for one. Late afternoon one because of the feeling of illness.